themselves to the cause of the people. But this is not a cause of the people. The struggle continues. This is the cause of the people for development. And that's why I hit to, and that's what I did. I'm young, and I am the leader of the political party of the Congress for Democratic Change. When we go to our elections and they're looking for a leader, if I'm the leader on that ticket, I will be the candidate.
Wow. Respecting the rule of law.
What is important for me? Yes. Respect the rule of law. You understand? So we need to unite our people, AP. So we are the greatest country in the world. Whether we believe it or not. But we need to treat each other right. Yeah, we cannot be vindictive. And you understand? We cannot be hateful. And it's wrong. Especially you are hateful to people that treat you right. That is wrong. The pastors there, the deacons, the prophetess, they need to wake up to say the truth. If God cannot tell them, I'm praying to God and I'm begging God to tell them, because people listen to them, so they can tell the government that breaking the law is the wrong thing. It's the wrong thing. It's the wrong thing. Liberia suffer a whole lot. Liberia suffer the crisis. So we don't need to go back to our dark days. We need to be civil. Civility is the best way. And peace is the order of the day. And the only way peace can be restored, peace can come, if we all to respect each other. So we need to know that any leader that don't respect other leaders, he will crash. Once again, AB, I'm very happy that even in the rain people are still outside expressing their joy. You know what I'm saying? For a future and a forward march. I think it's a great thing. It's a great endeavor. So I want to thank our legislators and our acting chair and the Secretary General and the entire partisans. You know, want to thank all of them, the reaction, the sedition, the coalition, and what have you, and the well-wisher and the sympathizer. We respect you all. That's the best way to go. And keep the peace of this country, and let us continue to work hard for a better future.
How we can forget. My property. So I never propose. I never propose. My property. So I never propose.
Liberia, like I said, is one of the best countries in the world.
There are people who don't fight in your life, even if they are not born again. There are people who are not testable. God honors their position, and God will make them to be at peace with you so that you will go. You try to fight them, your life will be damaged in a way you cannot imagine. Wisdom. There are Cyruses, there are gatekeepers in the world of men. Although they are not saved, the sincerity of their heart has earned them a position that God recognizes. You don't fight such people. You pray that God grants them favor with you so that the gate can be open for you. There are many foolish people that have carried zeal without knowledge to their detriment. How about honor? It is wisdom that teaches you that when you see results you have not had, acknowledge it with your heart open and you will receive from it. Wisdom.
We are very good people. And then I think what we should strive for is for our country to survive. And that's why we for so many years we've been promoting peace. And people that brought war still continue to have the face idea of discrimination. This is wrong, and we will not sit as citizens of this country. I was in opposition before. I faced this thing before, and then of course I'm in opposition. We'll put check to that.
Wow. And these things happen in the wake of these turbulent times. The economic hardship is very high, and there were people that you may have placed on payroll and so forth here and there, but these are Liberians. In the wake of all of these hardships, they have been taking off jobs, and some of them could be angered by that and take matters into their own hands. And you are a man of peace, and if they did support you and they are suffering because they are associated with you, people have been taking up tenure positions. Whoever associated with you, either directly or indirectly, they have been taking up jobs. These things could anger people and they could take matters in their own hands. What say you to this? Yeah.
Maybe the international community that are reminding us to make sure that we don't break the rules and regulations. They stay there. And we have to respect the laws of the republic. That's what we did. When I was in power, when they tell me that no, this is a tenure position, you cannot move the person until the tenure expire. So be it. That's the law. We can break the law. So I hope that the government will take heed. It's important to respect the law of the republic. We're not a democratic period, so we need to respect the law. All we look for is to respect the law, and that's what we did.
Okay, let me say good evening to all of you, wherever you are. It's great joining us tonight, right here on this diet. And so we are grateful to the Almighty God that we are right here, beaming with life and that of good health. No matter what the circumstances are, we are certainly getting there. And with God, all things are possible. The possibilities are always there, with God being on our side. So let me say, what a wonderful way to welcome you to this program. And I face the issues right here on Kings 88.5, and we are right here broadcasting live. I want to say thanks to all of you. Crown Support is proud to be associated with the show. We are right here together doing what we think we can do for country. Welcome to the program Face the Issues. On the program Face the Issues, we don't discuss personalities, but issues involving personalities. But when personalities do their thing in front of those issues, we don't in any way hesitate, but rather we tear you apart. And normally and usually because of the pain that we attend tearing you apart, we just tell you sorry. But that sorry does not carry any indication that indeed we regret our actions. So we are here again tonight, and right here working together for the good of our country, and we'll always do what we can. And let me just give you a couple of information as we are going on, that as we speak, and the U.S. Justice Department and our delegation is already in country, and they are meeting people, they are meeting stakeholders about the establishment of the War and Economic Crimes Court. And the meetings are there, and it's very much certain that we are getting closer to having the War and Economic Crimes Court in country. But there are a couple of things that need to be put in place, and they are working after it, and they are meeting with stakeholders. For some of us, we believe that it's not our business to say whether the court will come or shouldn't, and so forth. But again, we are grateful to the Almighty God that at least we can say clearly to you, our many followers and believers and fans, and that indeed whatever will bring peace to our country, whatever the Liberian people want, and whatever they voted for, they need it and they should have it. So part of what they really voted for is the establishment of the War and Economic Crimes Court. So we are right here to give them support towards that. And 100% we are going to support them. So the Liberian people wanted the War and Economic Crimes Court. That's why they went to election and they voted the way they did. Though it was a stolen vote, but they even cheated and stole it to make sure that it comes. So whatever may have happened in 2023 elections, it was all meant for these things to happen. Even if they stole their way through, like they did, or even if now that they stole their way through, like they did it for the War and Economic Crimes Court to be established. Whatever support they got internationally from people, it was meant for this to happen. So we are left with no other alternative but to give that support to the Unity Party for the War and Economic Crimes Court to be established in Liberia. So we're giving them our full support towards that. The next line of support that we are giving the Unity Party people is to see to it that things prices are down. You know, they don't like the support. That's the problem. When you're talking about their supporting, then they can get vexed. That's the problem I have with them. This is what they said they were going to do. Now that the Liberian people are calling to them, put them there, why we can't give them the support? When you're giving them the support, saying that no, they're not working in line with what they said they were going to do, then they get vexed for you. So we are also supporting them. We are going to support them by calling on them to make sure that tin prices are down. And that other support will give them as well. Is it down now? No, they are not working up to that. So we'll pressure them to see to it that that happens. The next line of support that we are giving them, which of course we promised them that we'll give them if they were to win, and now that they have won, is to make sure that there is no corruption in this country anymore. Right? There are other support we are giving them, but they don't want other support again because they themselves are stealing all over the place. Joseph Boaka is criminal number one, followed by most of his lieutenants. I'm not saying all. I will be so naive to say all of them stealing. No. I'm not one person who believe in thinking that all government officials are rogues. No, I can't think like that. There are people with credible and impeccable credentials that are there. So I don't think all of them, but the one that are easily identified. Joseph Boaka is rogue number one, easily identified. And I'm speaking in the context of what? Public service. Right? Because the issue there is Boaka will not avail himself to say, look, we're going to do this to him. So our constitution provides a level of protection for Boaka where you cannot carry Boaka anywhere for it to be proven. So that is why you can't carry Boaka anywhere now. All the stealing that Boaka doing, the only best thing we could do is to impeach him. But what is the possibility of having him impeached? You got to impeach Boaka before you prosecute him. But once Boaka was not impeached, and Boaka didn't stealing, without doing anything to him, he goes without stealing. So that's what makes Boaka to be a big rogue. And Boaka is aware of that. That's why he's stealing. Boaka has that. Look, that is why Boaka is stealing. Because Boaka knows our constitution provides some level of protection for him. That it's not that protecting him, but the citizens will not utilize that right. So to enter Boaka and pierce that protective corporate veil that will tell me in a corporate veil, you must first be able to impeach Boaka for doing something. Then when you impeach him, then you prosecute him. That's how it being what they call it, right? Things that he must have done. But again, we think for sure, how would they doing obituary something or something? Marcus, what they call they say obituary, what they call it, so the Musu family, oh that yeah, you're doing your funeral announcement now for about Chala Musu something. Okay. So I will read it. Saying that you're going to bury her down. Let me read it here, Marcus. But you need to ask for permission before you publish things here, such as announcement. We don't want to be seen like we don't support you people. You're going to bury Chala Musu now, right? Yeah, okay. So say you're going to bury her now. At the announcement, right here, you're putting so. Let's say the people who say they're coming to go, the government did not check for the killer of Chala Musu. That didn't want to give me an announcement now say they're going to go bury her now. No problem. I'll bury her. No problem. That is it. We are supposed to play. We finished playing it already. So what did people say here? Yesterday, September 26th, the Musu family announces with profound sorrow the funeral arrangements over the remains of their daughter Chala Musu. There will be a quiet night on Friday, September 27th, as on tomorrow, at the Colonel Lawrence Musu Memorial Compound on 16th Street, Cinco Lane side. They say the body will be removed from the St. Moses Funeral Home on Japan Freeway on Saturday, September 28th at 8:45 a.m. and funeral service will be held at the Royal Embassy Church. All right. The rest of the other things, I'm not seeing it, so I can't just read it. But that's the announcement. And for the homegoing of Chala, may peace be to our arches, and may God be able to locate the killers and send justice could not find the killers, and most of the what they call, may God be able to do the needful, even if it means for them to die disgracefully, shamefully, confess before their death. Let that happen. So help me God. God, please help us so that the killer of Chala Musu will be seen, so that we know exactly what it is. Right? So we are grateful for that. That's the kind of support and thing that we are giving to the Joseph Boaka and his team. And let me first of all apologize to our offline students. Several of you were very concerned that you did not get us last night. And we are deeply sorry about that. It was not intentional, and it was due to some problems. And so we think for sure that with God being on our side, God has made it possible for you to join the class tonight. But the online students, and they did follow the class last night. And so because we still tried our best to make sure they were part of the class. So we're very grateful to see to it that they were part of the class. So it was very much good for them. So we are very happy about that. And we think for sure, no matter what our country is confronted with, and this is who we are, and this is what it is. So portion of the lecture Now, I did give last night. I told the online students I was going to come right back and touch on some of them for the sake of public consumption, because I don't let it pass by that lecture. Because tomorrow, if exam coming and I'm ready to administer my test, I don't want for any student to say, but teacher, you didn't teach other ones. So the online students, they the one got that lecture last night. Two things I will talk about that I did talk about last night, and I will also just pass through talking about it, and I just a review of it, and those two things, those review of those two things. So I'm going to do it tonight, and so that you get it. What are those two things, students? And they were in class last night. What are those things that we talked about last night that we did, and we have come to talk about? And it's the people's choice. So time to, if you plug grade to read numbers, you will fail. It's the people's choice. I think now. And so Kevin Pine said, and Kevin Pine says, yeah, if the CDC should win next election, these people will go back to jail. All the CDC government come for the kind of thing what they call, how do they do that? By the way, thank you. And we appreciate all of you for everything that you've been doing for us and with us. Thank you. So, like I said in class, and let me come back to it to a few people. Yesterday was a great day for our democracy. The similar democracy that is being practiced in America is the same democracy that is practiced in Liberia. It's just that our own, we can do it differently. The same judicial system that allows for, despite criminal prosecutions against former President Donald Trump, who is contesting for the highest seat with the opposing government, the ruling establishment in charge, the same justice system that could not see Trump being placed, handcuff placed on his hand, put behind bars, and Trump is still running around, is the same system that we have to practice here. If we think we want to emulate, or we are an embodiment of those people's democracy. The same justice system that allows for Stanton Waterspoon to still be sitting up here and pleading for you, the Unity Party people, why he is what a convict, and he's passing all over you, the Unity Party people, being supporting him. It is the same justice system we have here. No political control, and he has to work on. And I want to thank the ever-potent judge who did what he could despite political pressures and maneuvering that he may have somewhat faced. Look, yesterday, people passed here, passed there, and all their contemplations were yesterday with the line Stanton. What else platform is talking about how police arrested. And he thinks that's how the justice system works. It's supposed to work. No. The same justice system, honor we as administration, that saw the legs of Brandon Samukai stay flying from here and there. He was granted and went into senatorial elections, so forth here and there, despite being somebody from the same justice system we have today. The Charles Shelley issue happened because there was apparent non-compliance. And the only thing that affected Charles Shelley then issue is the bond related to their stop. It didn't come in time. For Toy, his bond was far preferred ahead of time. It is a rabble. It can happen in courts, especially it's a rabble time. When the Toy arrived at the court in the morning hours. So even if there were glitches or so forth, back and forth here and there, those problems were being solved. And the judge did the needful. Our country, the judiciary should not be seen where the ordinary people standing outside. They say, hey, they are on a business feeling, they will put the way Unity Party government. That kind of thinking. Honor we as administration. Yeke Toruba then went to court. They won cases. Why we were Yeke then, who were very much strong critic of former president, we are go to court and the war. But let me tell you something. This is the justice system that indeed we wanted to see, and we are seeing it. Putting people in jail does not account for them paying for what they may have done. Now, what some of you can do in a community, I will make sure they put you in jail, then your problem solved. You don't want to go back to court because you get interested in people going to jail. You think that how it works? You want relief. Let justice be served. Putting people in jail is not where justice is served. But anyway, tonight I got good news for you as you people are playing tonight. Because I'm about to touch on some things. But let me tell you what to do. Now, there are people who've been playing this game since our arrival here. And they've been frequently playing, repeatedly. So what the team has done, Radio Entertainment has decided to do, is to make sure that the frequent players, they will get 5,000. I think the frequent players, they spotted the frequent players, meaning you who play frequently, they look among the frequent players. Then they took money and send it to you, 5,000, because you frequently played. So you mean your frequency in playing is earning you some dividends. Then tonight, our jackpot, which of course back to school, there are a lot that people are going to win. Some people are going to win 10,000 tonight. Some people are going to win 15,000 tonight. And some people are going to win 50,000 tonight. Now, the 50,000 person, that one person. The 15,000 person, that about 20 to something like that. We make it plenty. Then the 10,000 person, also plenty. So it depends on how the play is done. That's how it is. Then the people who always play frequently, 5,000. Some of you must have gotten that already. You must have gotten that already as I speak. Since I can, the frequency of your play, you must have gotten that already. Right? So it is on 88.5. And this is where you will get it. So the code to play tonight is *799 *100 hash. Anytime you hear talking about 10,000, 15,000, 50,000, you know that you are to play with the code *799 *100 hash. Play with that tonight. And then you get it. The 15,000 people, they are plenty. The 10,000 people, plenty. Only the 50,000 person will be one luckiest winner. Then for those of you who are frequent players, I will call some of you up and you will tell me that you receive it because your numbers, they will send it to me. And I, we think for sure we are certainly getting there. And with God above all, we will certainly overall prevail. Right? Let me say happy birthday to the former president of the Republic of Liberia. The man is absent. He is not in country as though he's in country. What kind of weird man is this? You know, there are certain people you want to bow into their grace and say, God, why not me? Why? Why not me? You know, one time he called me and said, the most famous man in the country. I said, Chief, don't try that. He said, you can't even, why are you calling me the most famous man in the country? The most notable man in the country? I said, then who are you? Then how do I call you? How do I call you? Let you there, you passing, whatever you do, whether you sit down, whether you stand, whether you laugh, whatever you do, this is just you. I said, no, it can't. Anyway, that's him. So we are forever grateful to the Almighty God that we are here tonight and sharing with you what we can. And that is very much good. So let me come to some of the issues that are very much essential that you needed to know last night that you missed out on because we were not on your dial. And we will call you up live, Sonoma. Sonoma, if you play Sonoma Morris, yeah, if you do, and if you do play and so forth here and there, yeah, we'll call you up. Don't worry. You'll hear me call you up here tonight. And that's what I will always do. And that's what I'm doing. So the last night I said, people had expected that Samuel 12 will come, they will put handcuff on his hand until they started lying. How Samuel 12 was arrested by police. And I said the police is not the first line of execution of these ministerial duties by these ministerial officers. The police is not the first line. The sheriff, the bailiffs, if it is at the magisterial court, the sheriff, especially in the case at the civil law court, at the circuit court, sorry, they are the ones. The rate of arrest or sheriff wearing that khaki can just walk up to you and say you are under arrest. If the sheriff carries it and then you are putting about resistance, the sheriff will file such return to the judge. The judge will now request the justice ministry to whatever means to see to it that the police can come in to help, to enforce it. They are law enforcement officers. The court is executing the law. So in an event, you can only enforce what is being challenged, but it's law, right? Something that is lawful, but it's being challenged. So this man walks up to you with the rate of arrest and say, you are, in fact, the thing they can put in a rate, said they can tell you, say, you are to bring the living body of this man here and there. Yes, the sheriff is not supposed to leave you there. Now, right? But that arrest, in a sense, it's going to tell squarely that your liberty at that moment is seized. That's where your liberty is arrested at that moment. So you got to move to the court. That's an involuntary appearance before the court. So what Twed did was to make sure that upon his arrival in the country, his team of lawyers have already agreed. In fact, some of you here, the court can institute an action and say you will be arrested. I'm able to walk up to the court and say, oh, court, your Honor, court, please, I beg you, the sheriff shouldn't get problem. I will bring this my client. Because the purpose of the sheriff going there is to bring the man living body, right? So you can even walk up to the judge and then tell the judge, your Honor, this man, though they went there, they didn't see him, but I'm aware of the arrest warrant. But this man, my client may not have seen even that rate of arrest, but I'm aware as agent of the court that my client, there's a rate of arrest out there for him. My duty is to make sure that the man honors the court on which I work. So what I will tell is that, oh, they said the sheriff went down there, they didn't see the man. He said, your Honor, I beg you, I will be able to make sure and bring this man under the jurisdiction of the court tomorrow morning. I'm going to look for him because I'm in the know. And the man is my client. Or the person or the woman is my client. I can walk up and I tell you, man, you got to be at the court tomorrow, 10 o'clock. We are so there. Then you will carry that man now. The man appears. You call the sheriff. And you tell the sheriff, say, there is a man that you went for. The sheriff will now place the man under the jurisdiction of the court, alerting the judge that there is a man whom you told me to bring, and then those rights will be performed, the judicial rights will be performed right there. It happens. I will not come and sit and say, oh yeah, there be I finish finding where you send the sheriff, you can't arrest him and carry him at all costs. All those things are applicable under the law. What's the big deal about it? And you got to know these things. And I'm not saying it for education purpose. There's an opportunity that some of you have had now to drink from the fountain of our little knowledge that we've got so far. Because you know why? When we don't do these things, when society becomes a society that is not enlightened to these things, it creates anarchy and chaos. So the little opportunity we have will just tell you some. Some of you wanted a man to be handcuffed. But you celebrating what husband sitting down there after he's convicted, he's not in jail, you are happy about it. You are celebrating him. Some of you are even appearing on this platform. And there are some people who say, no, I can't sit on water spoon. I don't care what happens. For the fact, the character he is. Joseph Boakai does not have morality. If Joseph Boakai can go do business with criminals, in fact, Joseph Boakai himself been praying that despite Stanton Waterspoon being convicted, he shouldn't go to jail because Joseph Boakai must dance with the devil, the criminal, so that he becomes president. Even when he was declared president, Joseph Boakai yet went to that man. That's the kind of man. But you prefer, you wanted for Samuel Toye, who did excellent with the country's economy. I didn't say that. The World Bank former country manager praised Toye for his exploits. He served his country diligently. If for any reason he's been taken to court, yes, nobody has issue with it. It's good to go face justice. I myself, I want to know what's the corruption in these things, because we've been hearing about, oh, they want a corruption, they want a corruption. The opportunity is now ours to see to it whether these things constitute corruption. So the Unity Party is now in power. So nobody will say they don't support the idea for Toye then to go and face the law. Toye then need to go and face the law, and they got to face it, and they will go there. We support it. So we don't have any issue with that. But for some of you to think that he must be handcuffed before you know that, what they call, because you are thinking politically, and you think a court is supposed to be thought that way, thought of that way. No, the court is independent. No judge owes any public official, except you are a judge who crooked and you are terrible, and no public officials who have the ability to impeach you, such as our lawmaker, they get something hanging on you. That's when political influence can influence the judge, because if the judge knows that he's clear of any impeachable offense, right? If the judge knows that he's clear of any impeachable offense, because there are instances where maybe you tell the judge, say, you know what, you judge, I get something on you, corruption act, you receive bribe from me and get a text. I will carry your complaint to the Chief Justice. I will carry your complaint to the the judicial inquiry. All the people then when they finish investigating you, then they tell you, say they suspend you as a judge, whatever it is, then the people got to go and impeach you, right? So when you look at all of those things, and then you're scared, then the person you say against you, then you allow the outside political influence. Then our judge will be acting not on the basis of anything, but because he and that person who is now in a political role, who has that political influence, they have passed through something that the person get against him or her, and they will have to act on that. But you can be a judge, you hail from a political party. Every one of us here, people who are lawyers and think they are supporting political parties, tomorrow, one of those lawyers or whatever it is, if any government comes to power and there's an opening somewhere, they're able to appoint that person as a judge. Automatically, you are appointed as a judge. Your dealings with politics ceases at a moment. That's what I enjoy where, and I want to tell you thank you. There were Unity Party people there that vanished Shemon there. Musa Dean there. They recommended to Wia to appoint as judges. Some of them, they are judges today, but they have strong ties with the Unity Party. They are judges today. You can know that they are there. They are in the people chat rooms. They are with friends. People knowing how they are having these exchanges prior to then ascending to becoming a judge. Today, they have to each out of that and say, look, Chief, where we are now, because there's no basis of you being afraid. A lifetime job there you get. As a judge, that lifetime job. What are your party? Because your basis of alignment with the party is SYZ, right? So that lifetime job, you are protected. So why will you be doing that? And I thank God so much that indeed our judicial system is bringing hope. And say in the wake of all these political maneuvering and buhahas, we are not going to allow ourselves for people to preempt. Because for public people to say that, can you imagine some of the Unity Party people that were getting there? They say, when our turn, there's that. No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. George Roosevelt Willie. Do you know how much time George Roosevelt Willie had with Gloria Mususka when that case was ongoing? When the man looked at it, he did what he could. And that's the law. Right? He did what he could. And some people were thinking, oh, the man are judge and the woman was chief justice. So if he had decided to let that woman go free, because the public perception was that, oh, the woman are strong, yeah, former chief justice, you know, the judges and things, they would not do that. No, we agreed that there are instances that SYZ not supposed to happen. Even the mercenary crowd people then who get there, people then that they can be protecting all over the place. There are times that they don't protect certain people in certain areas. You got to get our laws to that. And that is why it is. The world is watching. How do we bring credibility to the court? If because Abraham we are a friend, the judge or magistrate or somewhere, you just assume that, no, I know the temper with the case. That kind of thing, I don't even like it. I don't even like for people to think that way. That was one we talked about last night. And we just thought to talk about it. So y'all who celebrating criminals and doing business with criminals, that y'all today want for other criminals to go to jail. When you're on a criminal, you don't want for them to go to jail. Do you know how many criminal things that are happening now? Joseph Bogana speaking to it. Joseph Bogana say anything. In fact, all the rudeness in this country. In fact, immorality has heightened in this country. Joseph Boakai is an immoral president. Because for you to be immoral president, you must lack that ability to keep immorality in check and make sure that the moral sanctity of the land is kept intact. Has he done that? No. He benefited from immoralities. He benefited from indecency. So people want for people to address Joseph Boakai decently when Joseph Boakai supported indecent approach towards other leaders. You want us to court him with decency. Yeah, you can call about that sitting down today, say Joseph Boakai stink mob. You think that means say, oh, I can tell you what you can said, and I don't like to say that. Yeke Koluba said today Joseph Boakai stink mob, and he had threatened that if Joseph Boakai children ever try and go around him, he will go for their man. You look at that kind of indecency. Look, Joseph Boakai procured indecency. He procured insult in this country. Joseph Boakai made everybody now, if we were not sound enough to come from a sound background, people like us that cussing, we cussing on the radio. Or we're going to tell the caller and say, anytime you get ready, just cuss. We can't do that. We'll not allow that. We are not going to do it. Because we are not brought up that way. We get decent people listening to us. We get sound children who take their time, sit with their parents to listen to us. So you think because of that, their behavior there, that what coming to can change us for us to be indecent character and be insulting people? No, we're not insult people. And we have told our callers not to insult because they're not going to use this platform to insult. We're not going to give them that. We can't. And we will not. So that is that. Learn it and know it. There are terrible things happening. Joseph Boakai was used to be supporting protests. Is we are supporting protests today? No. Joseph Boakai used to be lying all over the place about what happening. Is we are lying today? No. We had not even condemned. Told Joseph Boakai hasn't done anything yet. But even if Joseph Boakai were to do something, we will not condemn it to nothing. To say Boakai is doing nothing. We would never see something and say nothing. Though Joseph Boakai not do anything yet, though. I want for you to really show me what Joseph Boakai has done. That part there when we reach to the Unity Party, people can just be causing. What thing Joseph Boakai had ever done? To even change your lives around as promised. Has he ever done that? Has he even started doing that? No. So you see some of the issues we can be talking about. So, and other things that Yeke Koluba said, I'm not going to go into that. I'm just trying to paraphrase some of the things that he said. And because that is what they've been supporting over the period, right? Good. Then the next thing I want to talk about, which I talked about last night, is the statement made by Bishop Kotu Brown. You see, most of our elders in this country, I think it is now time that they should come up and speak, or else they should forever hold their peace. I like his, and what appears to be some level of fight that he continues to put up, and keeping the society in check. Yeah, I must appreciate at some levels he has released some statements in time past, but just his yesterday's stuff that passing around saying Jonas in Boakai. How will you describe a good character in Jonah with Joseph Boakai officials? Okay, let's look at the ship. So, like I said last night, Joseph Boakai ship and that of the ship that Jonah was in. Let's do the comparative analysis. You can find it, Chief. Bishop, that whole scenario does not hold in this case. If you were to read, and which is very much important for us here tonight, and I come here. And oh, sorry, let me get this thing clear. Okay, yeah, I think I get it now. Your will, I come in. All right. And they say Jonah in wedding fish belly. They say fish stomach, right? Yeah, Jonah in fish belly, in fish stomach. Very good. But I will just try to touch on something. I think it's just brief. And that's Jonah chapter 17, chapter 1, verse 1 to 17, something like that. So, hey yo, they say the sailors said to each other, they said, but Jonah, they sent Jonah to go to Nineveh to go do work there. Jonah didn't go there. So let's just look at the text itself so that we can contextualize it and put it where we want to put it. Then we'll come to something else. And this is what it is, right? They said, God sent Jonah, right? For Jonah to go do something. This story here is something I just want to get to a certain part. And let me get to a certain part. All right. So they say, but Jonah ran away. They say Jonah's supposed to go to Nineveh, right? But Jonah ran away. Jonah ran away from the Lord and headed to Tarshish. He went down to Joppa, where he found a ship bound for the port. After paying the fare, he went on board and sailed for Tarshish to flee from the law. Noah identified himself. That's not his location. He fled. He paid the fare. Now let's look at what he did. Then the Lord sent a great wind on the sea, and such a violent storm arose that the ship threatened to break up. All the sailors were afraid, and each cried out to his own God. Each cried out to his own God. You're talking about Boga ship. Meaning that ship was not a ship made of Christendom. For the fact that each one of those persons were crying out to their own God. They did not say they cried out to God in one accord. They cried out to their own God. Mixture of people in that ship, not Christendom ship. Jonah running away from God's task, and then finding himself in the midst of pagans because he wanted to run away, put himself in the ship that he does not belong to. Mixture of people. So Jonah was now in a place where people were praying to all kinds of gods all over the place. Jonah was in the ship where he was listening. The environment he was in was infested with people praying to just any kind of god. Is that the kind of thing that's supposed to be entering Jonah here? No. But that is where he went because he was running away. Now, so you're supposed to look at the context. You got to look at the nature of the ship. Who are those who are the occupants of the ship? So let's leave that and let's go down now. They said, but Jonah had gone below the deck. He hid himself below the deck where he lay down and fell into sleep. You see what happens? They said the captain went to him and said, how can you sleep? Get up and call on your God too. Everyone else talking to that other God. Where other God? Perhaps. So what did he say? Maybe he will take notice of us that we will not perish. You're sleeping. You know why Jonah was sleeping? Jonah knew exactly what was unfolding, that he was in direct touch with his God and his God was locating him. Jonah knew it. Don't be comparing Jonah. No, you man of God, don't be condemning Jonah. And that even the ship, our sound government are supposed to be sound. Saint Joseph Boganampo, demonic people inside, they all consulted different gods for which they are in a ship. Now, what a ship is, these are demonic people passing all over. Don't compare our Jonah that we know, the character involved, the kind of tax that God gave him, knowing who he is. Don't compare him with those people, Bishop. Bishop, look. Do you know why the captain left to go to Jonah? That was a responsible captain. Anything happening to the ship, the captain is in charge. Instead of you, Bishop, looking at Joseph Boakai, the captain, who is seeing the ship rocking, and he's going to none of those people that are rocking it. Then you're telling Joseph Boakai that Joseph Boakai is aware of everything that's happening, and he's not taking a move. That ship that you even talk about, the captain made a move. Right? The captain made a, because the captain is aware that strange things are happening, made a move. This captain that you see here, so everything that is happening there, the captain is aware of it. He's taking no action. So your sermon supposed to have been, Joseph Boakai, you are not awakened as a captain of this ship. Or the ship is wrecking and you're doing nothing. When you speak like that, Bishop, then we'll get to understand that you are contextualizing the whole thing. But for you to get ready and say, the Jonah and Osa, no, you don't. Jonah is somebody that Nineveh needed. We are looking for sound people in this country. Jonah is somebody who is needed in this country to preach the truth that people like you are running away from. Sorry, I'm not saying that you're one of those persons running away from it. The same way Jonah was running away to go speak the truth because he believed something will happen to him. That the same way some of you men of God today, that you people should be calling yourself the runaway portion of Jonah. Because if you can call yourself Jonah, the men of God, and you're supposed to be calling yourself, because God sent you, put you in a whole big shape, Liberia, so that you will come and speak the truth to power. Because you're afraid, you're running away. That's why our country is shaking like this. Because you're not able to speak the truth. That's why Joseph Boakai is shaking. The shape Liberia itself is shaking. Don't come equate it to Joseph Boakai government. No, Liberia as a shape is shaking. Because people then like you, that God saw Jonah tattoo in you and said, look, y'all go and do the work. Y'all speak the truth. Y'all speak to the people. You're running away. So as a result, you're hurting yourself. So God is now locating you and asking the question, where are you people? So that they cannot think that you're somebody. You'll grab Joseph Boakai and speak the truth to him. Joseph Boakai is operating for Nineveh. You'll go and operate. You know that how you're supposed to say, you people, you don't be looking at that. You're the real Jonah then. The men of God, what did they get to do with Jonah business? These people then who stealing all over the place that they don't want. No, you're the men of God and you still get character. You are the Jonas. You are the Jonas. We're not going to throw you outside. You're supposed to come to you're in Nineveh now. But the issue there is you don't want to speak the truth. So the same way Jonah was running away, that the same thing you're still running away from. You got to come and face it. That's what we are talking. So we said it last night that this is how it's supposed to work. You are the Jonas in this country now. But you're running away. That what the ship is shaking. You don't want, in fact, to the extent that I believe if you people were to be that Jonah that I know, and even the fish were vomited in Nineveh, you will still coming to run away again. Because now you're in Nineveh now. Because what did Jonah do? Jonah went and saw the people with the courage now. Jonah was speaking. That time now for you to speak. You face the leaders and tell them the truth. You don't be sitting there and come and say, evident frisky. Oh, the man more that. No, you face them. Nobody say you must insult them. Tell them the truth. Tell them the truth. And let it be blunt. Nobody has any problem with it. Be bold. The what Markup Francis they used to do. Look, I don't know where are those religious leaders that used to be in the country that will say truth and say it as they see it. They don't have time. How do you think we wanted to know Markup, Francis, then whatever it is in this country? These were the people. They could look at politicians and stand up to them and tell them, say, that is what it is. You want to do anything, it's up to you. Where are they today? They're not able to speak. They're afraid of the Nineveh and they're running away from it. Some of them are here in the shape, but they're sleeping, dead, as though nothing is happening. We need to go wake you people up. And what I'm doing now, I'm waking you up. You are sleeping in a shape. You're supposed to wake up and confront. Your Nineveh is in the shape. Your Nineveh that we're talking about is in the shape. The Nineveh is Joseph Boakai. So you're not be scapegoating things. Your face Joseph Boakai and tell him, say, you are the Nineveh and we are here. He and his officials, they are all Nineveh. Now, they are from Nineveh. Now, so they shape here. Tell me that way and say, you know what? We'll stay now. We're not going to be sleeping because we're afraid. No. Jonah wanted to go sleep quietly because he wanted to avoid problem. The reason why most of you pastors are sleeping quietly because you don't want to be called names. That one of your business. Some of us, we have already mustered the courage. And me, God will make me some kind of man of God in this country here. What kind of correct? God will make me man of God. Because you know why? God has already given me the idea how to preach. Let me tell you now, I can preach. Oh, you don't know that one? I can preach. But you see, I'm not opening church yet. Because when I open church now, I will make money. You know I get a follower. Now I go open church now, I will make money. You know, but I'm not coming to use the gospel now because God still using me on the other side here for me to do what I'm doing. Yeah? So I'm doing it perfectly. And I think it's good. So we'll speak. The only thing is, you're supposed to do what you're supposed to do. My own dad, Amon J. Vincent, what did he say? He said the men of God want to work for Jesus Christ, but they don't what? Want to die like Jesus Christ. I like that. 100%. Amon J. Vincent, I really appreciate this quote. He said the men of God, they want to work for Jesus Christ, but they are not prepared to die like Jesus Christ. So you see that now? I like that part. Thank you so much, Amon J. Vincent. He says, shame on you, Liberian men of God. You are not a part of the world. Please. That's the fact. Put the truth where it is. The member they already giving you offering. You eating that other money. What kind of money you want again? What kind of recognition you want again? Your people are on your side. God is using them. The money that you're collecting, you're paying taxes. You're collecting money. God has already replaced. Look, God is protected to the extent that you don't have any reason to be afraid of any political figure. To say, oh, you want to work in government? You live in a church. Because you want to work in government, you are compromising the work of God. Look, don't do that. I'm not talking to the bishop. I didn't say the bishop illegal because the bishop, like I said, he has been fighting in recent time and he's been really doing well. I must admit, Bishop Cottle Brown, all respect to you. I'm just trying to use this scenario to talk to other people who are silent. Yeah, you my old man, you know what they call, yeah, me and Gavin. But other people, let me use this your scenario to really contextualize it the way it ought to be so that they will know that it is time for them to stand up and speak. They were here, unaware, saying all kinds of things, blah, 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 all those kind of things that they were saying it. Today, where are those things that they used to say? They used to say in church, they take their whole pulpit. Yeah, everybody get their own spiritual father or whatever it is, you will take all of that. But you see, when you want to come up, let the nation know that you are speaking. Look at the Imam era. You saw that other man, Imam Cry, who never used to attend any function that we will call for. Imam Cry today, he said on board chair, MPA. What is sound you expect from the Muslim community when their chief spokesman is sitting as board chair? Look, you can see it, right? So forget about my Christian people that I'm talking about. I can also talk about the Muslims too. My own people, right? And my own Christian people are talking about, not because I'm a Christian, so I want to go. No, even the Muslims, where are those voices that we used to hear? I know they used to call one old man Sheikh Kafuma Kane or something like that. Those Muslim people, when they mark conferences, they say they're doing XYZ. People used to respect them. You see leaders fighting for their support. They never had time. They believed that their survival was tied to their work. So all of you have now stand to just, I don't know. You make government to take you and take your voice and buy your voice to the extent that you can say nothing today. The Muslim community, the Christian community, the leadership, you are weak. Let me put it that way. Let me tell you something. The reason, the reason these things, I think, Sheikh Kafuma Kana has died. Yeah. But those were great men though, and we haven't found a replacement yet. For you to see people like Alain crying, I know Bishop Ali crying, or we're gonna cry. They see Bishop, no, oh, they call him Imam Ali crying, right? So for you to see and Ali crying and becoming bold memo. Look at that kind of job they said they're giving you. You're not even bold chair. You go become bold member. Look at that kind of thing there. You're working in government. But you are in religious community leadership. Then the council of churches boss, he's serving to Basel University. Where the politician again, you get ready to politicize everything there. Stay off these things and do the check from outside. These are people who will do anything. Look, you got to stand up, and we all have to stand up. If you don't stand up, the people will stand up for themselves. One thing people can do nowadays is to deceive people. Our country is now awakened to politics. Every little corner you go, that politics. People sitting down in their street corners, politics. Do you know why the people are developing interest in politics? Do you know why you, the church, can now do? Yeah, is to now take the gospel, enter politics with the gospel, and push the gospel in politics. Because this is where corruption is. You see, you people not smart. That's your problem. You see, you're not even understand how to tackle the issues. Now, what is causing the problem? Most of your members who go beg you every day and begging God is because of bad politicians treating them bad way. That's why they are begging in the church. Some of your members who used to pay offering, they are tied. Those tied, they will not be able to pay again. Do you know why? Because they have been dismissed. They don't have job anymore. How do they take their 10% from there? But you don't care about it. You're not speaking to it. Because you believe that one minister or whatever it is in the church is by far better than that lady who's losing her job, her $50 job, her $75 job. Now what you need? So once you get some other minister there in government today and they are in your church, you are satisfied. So whether that same minister is dismissing a member in your church, you don't have time. Because that member tithe that they will give you, the 10% from 50 is just maybe father. So that person something is not enough. So as a result, you don't have time for it. Once you can have friendship with a minister who is still working in government, you don't care about whether that minister definitely dismissing somebody, but that person little tithe that they were paying. It was not just time, they were appreciating God for empowerment. It is that empowerment thing that is taken away. And that you should look at. That should be of concern to you. Because you pray in a church every day, you pass it around. You acting like you're doing signs and wonders. You are there trying to teach the prosperity message. Forget about those prosperity messages here and there. People are to work with their hands. And they decided to do it according to God's call. And then somebody took that away from them. But because that person whom they took that job from, their tithe does not matter to you. And once you can have ministers in your church and they are serving in respected positions, you are happy. So you don't condemn it in the church. You don't condemn it. You don't have time. You don't have time. They tell you, say, Josiah Joker, pastor, you get church. Josiah Joker get church. They tell you, say, Joseph Boga can go to a pastor church to Ephraim Baptist. He goes there. In fact, a pastor is the spiritual advisor. To him, Joseph Walker, pastor, is spiritual advisor. But he doesn't care about whether other Baptists, members who are connected, are affected. He doesn't care. So Walker goes there and sits in the church, and they sit there, and these are things that they do on a daily basis. Me, I'm not scared of anybody. Ain't me telling you in this country. You're just thinking who's scared of you in this country. Look, anybody who does not do the will of God, and I know it because I know how you're supposed to act as men of God. If you don't do it, I will speak in general. I will not speak to call your name or whatever it is, but I will tell you what it is that is unfolding. Yeah, people have been taking off jobs. These people who taking the people off jobs, their pastors are aware. You see that? When they get ready, when they're against you, that the time they will carry politics in the church. When they're in favor of you, they will say, nobody want to preach politics here. Now, how are these people then behaving? They that used to be preaching political sermon, they have decided to leave all of that now. They're talking about changing your ways. You got to make sure that the second coming is coming. You finish leaving politics now, you now jump to second coming. You yourself are down there, whether the second coming can or in that can anywhere. You know, people don't understand these things. When I'm speaking because this is the opportunity God has given me today. I don't have time for anybody. I don't call you to beg you or whatever it is. No, God is providing for me and God will connect me to people. I don't have time for that. Y'all keep playing the cash giveaway and we think for sure we are setting again. So these are things. So, man of God, I appreciate you for your latest effort. You at least you have a strong voice and you've been trying your best, but I just thought to take away small from your Jonah something and say, no, don't call Jonah. You people are the real Jonahs, but of course, most of you are sleeping. You're running away to face Nineveh and the leadership in Nineveh. You're running away from you people are the real Jonah. And because you people are running away, that why the ship is like this, that why the country is just sinking like this. Because they're supposed to go perform a tax to get the country stable. So you see that? And some of the things we can be saying all of the time, but you people don't get it. And if you think your silence will help, it's not helping at all. It is not helping. It is making the people angry. Angry. Angry on a daily basis. It's making the people angry on a daily basis. As a result of that, we are seeing a nation with two presidents. A nation with two presidents. George Weah. But I told you people that Joseph Boakai did not win with numbers. So, not even the people, these are people who have come up now to say, look, this is what it is. We'll be able to see this today. We have birthdays on Tuesday. The rally for the celebration of Weah's birthday is as though, in fact, the rallies for the celebration of Weah's birthday is by far the biggest rally we are seeing scooping up leading to his birthday than when he was president. Why you think that? Every time Joseph Boakai misbehaves, he is pushing Weah higher to a second president in this country. Weah may not control the resources, but he controls the people. And as a leader, you need the people. You need the support of the people. You need the endorsement of the people. And when the people don't love you, why you think Joseph Boakai say he want armor and a bulletproof jeep? Because Joseph Boakai knows insecurity is growing by the day. Joseph Boakai, the kind of armor that you're looking for, the bulletproof jeep that you're looking for now, that one that Boakai is sensing insecurity on a daily basis. Joseph Boakai is looking for a car that when he passing red light, when racking your hand for you to throw it at him, the car will be able to see it. Because Boakai is aware that it is possible that people are able to, because people are angry. And when people anger tend to bitterness, they can do anything. And Boakai is security. The security people have already told him that, Chief, and you saw SDA camper had a jackie, they nearly took out his chest from there. Good. That's some of the thing there. That one part would jack him for election, knew it, and anger was stay in the land. So somebody wanted to jack him and haul him down and then just kill him one time. That's what they wanted to do to Joseph Boakai that day, that SDA graduation that he went to. Because anger. But today, the anger is building up now. The government officials are getting scared by the day. Because when they check around them, in their surrounding, no good thing they are hearing there. So even their children are getting scared by the day. Some of them are even providing security for their children now. But take a look around you. Is this country normal anymore? Everyone angry. See the number of checkpoints that have taken over the entire Liberia. Alone, the number of checkpoints. You know why they're doing that? They want to make police presence visible everywhere, so that just in case of any eventuality, a policeman will be close to the scene because of insecurity that growing up in the land. That's why you see in the checkpoints. And now, seeing Keke, no, they are aware. They say, we just deploy these people all over so that just in case there was an attack on a government official, or there was because these are the hottest area that you can see since attack anytime. It's possible. Because these are the frequently moving area that the people will be able to move. So it is possible that they could be, so that police will be very close to that scene. That's why they deploy these people all over with checkpoints. That's why they're doing it. That insecurity, they are aware of it. They are aware. So all these things that you see here, the next thing you need to start putting on Joseph Boga, maybe the next thing you see hear them calling for, they say, all the coat then that Joseph Boga will be wearing now will be bulletproof coats. Just govern well, Mr. President. Your character is your security. Your character is your security. Govern well. Your own partisans, you got to turn to them, chief. Forget about the people who passing around doing all kinds of things. They are nowhere around. In fact, they were not the guys in the communities doing the arguments, even up to now. But at least if that poor partisan of yours in the community see that good thing happening, that partisan will say, yeah, hey, you're causing us here. You see why our papa doing that for us? It will silence the other people. That is how you make them proud. When you saw Sidishan say the defending we are, the moment somebody called and say, Oma, you all there, you say you beyond we are. But look at your old kitchen. You get nothing. That Oma will say, yes, I agree, I get nothing. But guess what? I'm able to find a free tuition that making your own child to go there. What I fought for, your child is benefiting from it. Today, by your own kitchen, but because of my decision, look at the hospital that built the 14 military hospital. Today, you're able to go there. I agree. That is how you ought to make your partisans proud. And that's what we are did. These old men were living in mass structures. But yet, every time people tell and say, oh, they are calling, we are, you say, there's that one. They say, yes, I agreed. But my decision was able to face the whole community role. Yes, I agreed. But my decision was able to put role in Joseph Boaka that you're talking about here. Joseph Boaka in a whole community there for quota to be there. My decision put it there. Yes, I agree. That's the selfless defense that they can put up. And that is good. Make your partisans to be like that too. But today, they ask your partisans, what the police boot? The police boot not there. What thing else again? What thing? Has Joseph Boga ever broken ground for anything in the last 9 months? No. But he has made the most travels. Just today, as successful as it may seem, just today, I was looking through, and I was looking through here. Let me show you something. Yeah, I will do my thing. The Sierra Leoneans. The Sierra Leoneans. Do you know what they're doing now? They are questioning Marabio. They said in the last 6 months, he has made 15 travels. It is causing stirs in Sierra Leone. Though when Marabio travels, he can bring something home. But yet, they say he's traveling too much. Marabio is making some successful gains in his travels. Meeting with key stakeholders. Going to places and taking money back home. Marabio is about to get 480 million MCC compact store for Sierra Leone. Yet, they complain about his travels. I was reading through it. Yeah, I was reading through it. You know the thing, they are there. You can see it. What is it? Let me share it with you. We'll get it right here. Marabio, his people behind him. The responsible citizen in there. Yeah, behind him. They say the men traveling too much. They're behind him. What Boaga has brought to this country with all his travels, including the one that he's going to again. Including this one that he's going to. What did Boaga has brought to this country? Good. Is this Sierra Leoneans? Right? So the Sarah, they said he's on a fire, right? Good. So let me just try to open this and then just try to read it along with you. Look, we'll speak. Call us on. Let me say, keep playing your game, keep playing your game. The 15,000, 10,000, and something coming up tonight. I will certainly do that. So now let me see. What is it? What is the stock? Okay, yeah, right there. Yeah. They say what? Let me read something about it. Yeah. This story came up on September 23. It did come up September 23. Let me read it for you. I don't joke here. We are not joking. Responsible citizens are taking up issues with their president. While we are here inactive, but we are here to just be talking. Some people. They say renowned Sierra Leonean journalist. This is the one now. Renowned Sierra Leonean journalist Thomas Dixon, during a recent interview on AYV's Wake Up Sierra Leone television program, and that is why it is. Discussed President Julius Maada Biao's and Julius Maada Biao's international travels over the last 6 months. According to Dixon, the president has made 15 trips abroad, some statutory and others discretionary. I mean, the statutory trips are attending the AU, the ECOWAS summit. Those are statutory trips. When you talk about statutory, that means by statute, the president is supposed to. Then others are what we call discretionary trips. Now, if you ask Joseph Boakai, what are those statutory trips that Joseph Boakai has attended to? Joseph Boakai failed to attend the first statutory trip, the AU something. He went to a discretionary trip in Ghana. He flew out of the country. He got missing. We didn't find him. So all the other trips, they are discretionary. That means you can choose to go or not to go. So these are it, right? They said Dixon pointed out that while several of these trips were necessary, for the president to attend crucial global events that the United Nations Summit, African Union, ECOWAS Summit, and others are not essential. They said the president has to be there. But Dixon said, referring to statutory trips, but there are others that are completely discretionary. Joseph Boakai has gone to several discretionary trips and not statutory trips. But if you are going on discretionary trips, yeah, it could be discretionary, but it depends on what you're going to get there. That is what they reported. We take this one off. Today, and let me show to you something. Maybe it will really bemoans you, which of course is good for you. Good. Today, a real idea, courtesy of Hope TV. Yeah, Hope TV. Let me share it with you. Today, the guys are passing around rallying and talking about Weah's birthday. That is what was done today. Let me get the thing off. Sorry. Let me get it off loud. And so that you get me.
Yes, brother, we are calling you, brother. We are speaking for the people about October 1st. Double grab.
at the red light. As you can see, ocean girls, marketing. They are using a respectful point of sale to celebrate the pre-birthday celebration about this day and this time, according to the message that October 1st, they all going to summon themselves to the party headquarters in Congo town. So they're leaving a market because they know what the brother man going to do or have done for them for the past 6 years. So they're all in a different form, as you can see them. As you can see them. You don't even care whether the car is passing or tricycle, motorbikes. They attack the pickup from passing through very easily. And they lifting up the citizen labbers for all corners of this. They are even chanting our own slogan as our pastor will make mistake. When you follow the conversation and our own slogan, they are chanting at our pastor, we made mistake. I'm holding the fact that they're all going to be part of the weekend jamboree at the party headquarters in Oles Kumatan. Opposite the Lone Star. We watch on the touch. We watch on the pavement. You find all of the partisans of the city are all lined. Partisans are all here together celebrating. Umpires, they are all celebrating. As you see, they are installing the lama. Have the prayer and enjoyment.
If Bwaka is not careful, you know, I don't know who are these advisors, and I will advise him because it's good for our country. They say I don't like him, but I can advise him. And as a journalist, we know exactly how to preempt and project issues. And the most important thing for which we back is to save our community, save our owners. That's why we back. Dogs don't just back because they feel, no, they back to save their owners. So we are watchdogs of society. We are backing to save. So the other human being who don't know about journalistic ethics and whatever it is passing around, they don't you lie. You are very much a nincompoop. You don't even understand anything. But if some of them don't even know how to talk, so how would they talk like people like us? So they got to find it challenging to even talk. So as a result, what they will say is what it is. But they're not able. Now, the reason we are here to do what we do, look at what the people doing. They grab the lapas of Wia, identify his picture, point to it, and they claim there and they are celebrating. When we told you people this, now, Bwaka were breaking all of these things ever since. Government of inclusion can break all of these things. But instead, you decided to even, already you know that your own people that voted for you, now all of them will be satisfied with you to the end because there are people you appointed today that they don't like. So they will move from behind you. Then you decided now to grab a bunch of people, knowing the margin between you and we are. And you still say you will exclude. Oh gosh, this is one of the most terrible decisions anybody. Do you think Bwaka needs something? Bwaka really will get a kind of peace he needs to run this country? That is why the investors are scared. They say Bwaka had not been able to manage to control, to reconcile the population and control it and make it to depoliticize the society. Currently, Bwaka is making the country politically charged. Let me tell you that thing that we are talking. We are going to go sit down now to wait. And we have said, when my people call me, right? You are waiting. But now what you have done, you have made the country to look politically charged. Until today, I saw one guy sitting down and say that he's a unity party man. He said when we are come back 2029, we are can run again after 2029. Then a friend said, Bobao, And we're all discussing here that we will never come back to power. How are you discussing now that when we are come back 2029, he will not be able to run again after 2029? How is that? Why are you people thinking about 2029 now? It is Joseph Boakas. In fact, now Liberians are craving that 2029 must come today. Why? Because of Joseph Boakas' bad governance, misrule. Canada was already thinking about election. We said for election behind us. We're going to be thinking about 2029 now? No. We're supposed to put that behind us ever since. But because of Boakas' conduct, he makes the country to still be politically charged. And that's where we are. Keep playing your stuff. Please can't do my stuff here. Let me see my people stuff. Folks, there is a Liberia we've got. You know, we think for sure, no matter what the circumstances are, we won't get there. The CDC people calling on their partisans to go and celebrate with the president on Tuesday. On Tuesday, to go and celebrate with him. You just made the whole country politically charged. What are you supposed to have to do is you got to detoxicate. You know, you got to detoxicate the society and say, look, now politics we hear now is now for governance. How do you do that? By government of inclusion. Don't be targeting people and telling them, say you're going outside. The people, they will still put themselves in political mood. And that's where we are. You think the investors are not aware? They are aware. And that's what made Joseph Boakas and his group, they are just stealing all over the place. Anyway, let's get to the lines and interact with you, our callers right here tonight on this very day. We are grateful. That is the celebration you see in the street. These are children. Now, 6 years from now, you could see children among them celebrating, right? 6 years from now, these people are going to be qualified to vote. Now they are dreaming of reaching 2029 fast so that they can vote for His Excellency President George Manuel. The reason I call him president is on purpose and no disrespect to Boakas. It's because the way Boakas conducting himself, he is making these people to think that George Weah is their only president, and which is bad for you, Boakas. If your security put in, you really want to call, you got to talk to him. Say you got to stop these things. You don't have to do it. You are causing serious problem. By the way, that's it. So let's get to the lines, interact with you, the callers, and our WhatsApp line is also open. It's tagged right on the screen there. Some of you are challenged and with it, but I'm sorry, I can't help all of us. So we will be able to do the draws, call up all of you who are in strategic locales so that you can get it. Like I said, the frequent players will get 5,000 because you play frequently since we got here. And we'll also give 10,000 out tonight. That one is in Zebra. And we'll also give 15,000 other one. Only the 50,000 will be one person. So let's get to the lines, interact with our callers right here on this dial. The code is *799*100#. *799*100#. Let me get to the line and start interacting with our callers. Hello, how are you doing?
Hi, how you doing, Abby?
I'm fine, though.
God bless you, brother. Keep on doing what you do for the nation.
We thank God.
I'm Pastor Emmanuel Cooper. I come from Bannersville, precisely.
Great man of God. Great to have you on.
I listened to your analysis on our bishop, and I want to put a light on that. Because you see, in the back days, we have the late Wilhelmina Reverend Mother Dukley, who used to speak truth to the power.
Yeah.
When she spoke to the late President William R. Tolbert, who had a walking stick that he took to the church, and the woman openly rebuked him because she said there was blood inside that walking stick. And then President Tolbert denied that, but then he also denied God's purpose over Israel. Yes. When he said in 1979, make your research, when the late William R. Tolbert, former president of Liberia, attended the United Nations Assembly in 1979 and addressed He said Israel should withdraw from the Palestinian land. So what brought the downfall of President Tolbert? Because you read the Bible, he was the bishop or president for the World Baptist Alliance.
You're right.
So he made a mistake because God have ordained Israel on that land internally by scripture. And scripture cannot lie. Scripture is internal. So he backed up on Israel, and 1980 he was overthrown. He doesn't have a grave. Check that up. The next thing happened to Lil Samuel Kanyado. It was prophesied in the AG Church in 1974 in Grand Judah. Ask anybody who is an old person that a son will come from the southeast to take over Liberia. And that blessing fell on Samuel Kanyado, who was the master sergeant when Tor was overthrown. He did not do no job. A secret service that mercenary killed Tor. So, fast track, Liberia, Reverend Dr. Cotto Brown. He needs to be very careful how he speaks to power. He's a unity partisan, but it doesn't mean human beings have choice. But be honest and truthful.
You say what? Reverend Cotto Brown, Bishop Cotto Brown is a unity partisan?
I speak to that clearly from Ellen Johnson Sheriff Town. I was one of the pastors that had the first fast and prayer at Crown Hill 2005 before I left this country. When Ellen went there, we prayed for her government. And God told us that he was going to make Ellen president. I can tell her in the face. But God brought her to the throne. She feared God. Ellen feared God. She has the connectivity and the credential to bring Liberia back on track on globally. But she feared God. So God has to pick somebody that you will overlook. You will come to Brown know that God went for David when his brothers, his own father Jesse, denied his existence. When Saul said, is this all your children? So when I married Joseph, I was in a meeting in 2022 during the bicentennial. When President Weah gave money to the Council of Churches, Dr. Brown was there. Bishop Brown was there. They took that money. They could not do proper distribution to the churches in Liberia. But when problems come, they say the churches should pray. But just if the man money to the government with the honesty of his heart, today you backtrack on the man and you can't talk about Jonah's story. I like how you analyze the story. It's a fair analysis. That's the narrow does not hold water in the spirit. Be honest. Say, Joseph Barker, your government is sacking people. Your government is breaking constitution. Your government is breaking the law of the republic. Then we'll be honest to you that, oh yeah, the bishop is speaking. But I told Israel, but I have a revelation over this country. Central 18. I will break the silence. I will come to your studio.
Okay.
God bless you.
All right. Thank you so much. Let's hear from you, mommy.
Yeah. Baby, pie doing, Papa.
Doing fine, mommy. How's everything? How's your health?
Yeah.
Small.
Yeah.
Getting there.
I love baby. Then
they're fine. Thank God for that.
All right. Then Bishop Branty, the question we're asking. What play your air? The time they turning position. The time they gave the turning position here, they say the people move from the turning position. What play your air? And he not talk. I can't moving people from the working off. Just imagine PA. They whole world, yeah. PA, you get go, you move PA. The people that went on training to learn a job for him or be bene. They move them from job. What you say? That you will depend on her. What you say about it? What you say? Now today. Last me to turn before you say you come talk inside. What are you talking? So you talk here, they can't straight.
Yeah, and like I said, you are right, mommy. They are the Jonas. They are supposed to be speaking truth to power. They shouldn't run away from it. Let them face it. Let them go face it. They are the Jonah. But for you to take the Jonah tattoo and put it on the evil people, then you say, you are the real Jonah. You supposed to be speaking the truth.
Yes,
you're supposed to. That's what God said.
You know how disgraceful it is. The bishop there all year, the country going like this. They don't want to talk, but we are turning. They were talking, doing the one, doing that one. Look how the country turns. Look how the whole country looking. Look how it looking. So they just started, or they do nothing yet.
Okay.
And Georgia will come for the second term. Thank you.
Thanks, man. Sissy, what's up?
Hello, Master Ebi.
I'm fine. How you doing, mommy? How's everything?
Yeah, we thank God for life. Thank God for life. We all money and God will carry you through for what you do for the country. Yeah, my son ABO. Hello?
Yeah, we're listening, mommy.
Okay. This man work for hello Bishop Cotto Brown. I want to really Bishop. I'm a question.
No, yes. Let's accord him that. Yes. And he said yes.
Yeah, you will accord, but me, I want to accord him that. You will accord him, but not me. Not my you will accord him that.
Yeah, but
because you can't be better.
Yeah, let us hold him as that because we don't know whether it is God or whatever it is. So we got to respect that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, it is not God that put our words in your mouth. If you are a bishop, you read the Bible, you must know what you're taking from the Bible. Jonah was not raw. Jonah was not local. What are you talking about? Oh, you got Jonahs around you. Jonah was carrying the word of God and you're escaping. And God used that one to carry to the place you want to go. Then you're talking about Jonah around you. You must tell the water, man, what you doing? It's not correct. Here in the country, you don't have over 100 times in just the administration. Why are you escaping from? You get telling me the two. Bishop. God call you to preach the word of God. Go and preach the word of God. Stop going for pocket. Stop going for pocket. Stop preaching faith against the people. But also, Brown will respect you for that. But the thing you're doing now is wrong. Speak the truth to power. Don't come begging and say, oh, you get Jonah. Let's go come and say what today. They may so wicked Jonah. You're not Jonah. They may so criminal you back in. So you call up you call it Jonah. Jonah not wrong. Jonah not wrong. He was not criminal. How call your brother to order and tell you, say, stop stealing the poor money and start breaking the law with public life. Stop breaking the law. He breaking the law. He tell you, he's running after. Because you're blind and say, you know, the fire that he bed. They say about Jonah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
So, you can't do that. So, because you speak the truth, God bless you. The way you devil making the hair. When you do the passing to tell about you tell about Jonah around you. They may see the men doing that. You're only talking about that. Oh, somebody in the country. People were hungry. You're talking about, hey, what is the person we are do? You can't speak out. What you want to block for the people? You think we're stupid? You think we're stupid? We're not fool.
Okay.
Bishop, we're not stupid in the country. We know it's right for us, right good for us. Thank you.
Thanks, ma'am, for your contribution. We appreciate that, ma'am. Let me get on to the next caller. Hello, how you doing? Yeah, on the WhatsApp line. Yeah. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, hello, go on. Let's listen to you. Hello? We are getting you. Hello? Wow. And let me get to this one and see. Hello, how you doing? Hello. Let me try to get to the next line. Yeah. Hello?
Hey, Abby, how are you, man?
Yeah, fine, boss. Let's hear from you quickly, your name.
Hey, this is Leo calling from Nashville. I think it's better.
Yeah, Leo, let's hear from you.
I just want to talk on GMB address at the UN Summit. You know, I was watching it live, and he attempted to take credit for the peaceful transition, for the peaceful transfer of power to him that he's enjoying now. You know, GMB was taking credit for all of those things and not respecting, not according to the man who gave him that peaceful transfer.
Okay.
Something he attested to that has not happened in African politics for a long time. But he was bold enough to stand on the UN summit at the world stage.
Yeah.
Boasting about the peaceful transfer. But the man who willingly gave power to him, he is not respecting the man. You talk about the VIP lounge. So GMB was talking from the other side of his mouth, my man. How can we respect a president who stand on the world stage trying to take credit for that back home in his own country, he is not respecting the man, the icon, who is well known for peace. So we need to call it. I just saw GMB as a bluff. He's speaking from the other side of his mouth. I mean, we pray for Liberia, but at the end of the day, my brother, when you open your chest, I won't be the first member, yeah? Thank you, brother.
That one they asked to be the decision of my own man, Amos J. Vincent. Yeah, we got a strong decision to be on that. Hello, how you doing? Yeah, hello, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. How's everything? How's your family?
Yeah, fine, great. And also, let's hear from you, boss.
Yeah, thank you for the show and thank you for having me, Abby. You know, let me tell you this. I saw those videos today. There are video out there. I shed tears, my brother. You know, to see the ordinary people, election just over. And Abby, this is one of the things that are frustrating those guys. You defeated a man, and the people is happy more than they win, almost like they won the election. Every time when they hear this man name, they are more happy and dancing. But you defeated a man, but you angry. But see the ordinary people, they are standing with this man because they believe in this man and they believe that he is a true leader for Mama Liberia. All the thing that happening there today is God is showing everything that what people say about President we are putting believe it. And bless God, President we are the right thing to say you can have it. Let's see what you would do with it. Maybe we told people Unity Party is not a party to govern because they only had the opportunity because UN were in the country when they came to power.
Yeah.
We had budgetary support for United Nations.
You're right.
But what they did with that money, they stole all. So when people say, oh, Unity Party 12 years ago, they were 13 were found. No, team were only found because UN were giving us free money. You had different NGOs in that country. Money was coming in. We're not in war anymore. We are not fighting war. Who's going to bring money to give it to all free? They got other countries that are in disaster, that are fighting war. You ain't got to pay attention to them. But see today, under President he governed the country with the little and the ordinary people benefit from it. Today, under this government, nothing they're doing that they can show up. Look at the man we're reading. Maybe you know what happened to him that day? A Patrick got hurt. That's why you see him.
Okay.
Put a locker, the man going to faint over there again. You saw it. Seriously.
Okay.
I'm telling the truth. You tell the man. You tell the man, and you were reading, and you close for some time.
They play your abo go eh? Did they papi?
Yeah. Well,
okay, so I'm about to get to somebody here. Thank you, Solo. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Let me get to this person. And right here on this die. Hello, how you doing? Hello? Oh, sorry. Hello?
Hello?
Hello, are you getting me? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, hello, you getting me? It's you I'm talking to, you getting me? Oh, you're closing the door. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, hello, I'm getting you. Are you getting me now? Are you getting me? All right, sorry. You can call back. And in fact, let me call you back because it's obvious that I have to call you back. All right, so let's get to the lines. Interact with you. I'll call us. Die. Keep speaking, and we're setting it here, doing what we can. Hello, how you doing? Hello? Hello, how you doing?
Hello?
Yeah, hello, you getting me?
Hello?
Hello, are you getting me?
Oh my God.
Yeah, you should be getting me. Hello?
Hello?
Hello, are you getting me? No, it's not possible. Anyway, hello.
Hello?
Yeah, go away from that radio. I think I'm getting myself in the back.
Yeah, I'll use my phone to listen or I'll disconnect the earphone already.
Yeah, and that's why. I see. Okay,
yes,
no problem.
Yeah. Okay, sir.
You play the jackpot, right? The King's jackpot.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I played.
How many times you played?
I played 3 times.
3 times. Are you a frequent player?
Yeah. I used to play. I play Freedom. I play to Keeps FM. That 2 stations I always play.
Wow. So, and how many times you ever won?
No, I have not yet winning.
Your name?
Bill Passaway.
Bill Passaway.
Yes, sir.
Wow, Bill Passaway. Okay. Bill, I want to say congratulations. At least you won 10,000 Liberian dollars.
Wow.
Is that a name that is assigned to the sim?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, Bill. Congratulations, my brother. This tells you that believing is possible. And seeing now is believing. Your believability will now climb up high. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. I do appreciate it.
All right, Bill. Yeah. So we're certainly getting there, and Bill got it. Yeah, and Bill got it, and so you two will also get it. Let me get here, call here, and I will be the spicing up. Hello, how you doing?
Hello, good evening, Ibrahim Carlson.
Good evening. How's everything with you?
I'm okay, dear brother. I'm James Blama Kamara, and I joined the conversation.
Blama, go on quickly. Just a minute. Let's hear from you quickly, Blama. Summarize what you want to say.
Yeah. Thank you for the civil rights movement anyway. And, brother, I like the report you gave from Sierra Leone, as it relates to the president's travel, even though Madam Bio has been making some significant progress in terms of his traveling. And then about his report, because when the president is also traveling more, you should understand that he's also spending the country resources, because he's not just going ordinarily. You understand? Because he's going along with delegation. So we have to also look at what President Bokar has been able to spend in his traveling, because I think from my research, I've been informed that he has spent not less than 1.4 million in the short time. Traveling.
So why you did all the research, SO? We one of your sources. Who then you contacted?
From one of the how do you call it, one former deputy director at Ministry of Finance, man.
Oh, that is source there.
Yeah, he gave us some. That's the source, because he's a man working in the position and he knows.
No, but I know he's a source of that, but it could be secondary or something. We need primary source, and I saw that also by records and something. Anyway, go ahead, my man. Your research is
I'm not getting a specific record to speak to. I'm doing research on that, but I have some sources that are also.
Okay, so that other source. How they call that source again? What is the name of that other source?
Where?
The source name, you just called and you say the source because you were there before. That so strong source. What is that source name?
I told you about the former deputy.
But we get plenty of former deputy now. You get this. I'm fishing expeditions.
We are just forgetting about the brother.
Okay, let me that source. They say we not found for the source. Let me that source. Go ahead.
Okay. So President Bokar realized that he has been spending money in the rush travels across Liberia. So we want dividend. So that he stop traveling so that we can sit. And in fact, he even promised the Liberian people then that indeed his government officials were not going to travel. With interest, more time they will remain in country and visit the interior part of the country to know what is happening there, so that they can be able to kind of make proper decisions that will affect the people across the country. So he should be able to realize now it is not time that we need to sit as a government.
All right, thank you, Blama. We appreciate that. Thank you so much, and for your call, I appreciate. Hello, how you doing?
Hello, Brady.
Yeah, boss.
Yeah, thank you. This is Emmanuel Richardson, and I joined the conversation from Oka.
Yeah, Richardson, let's hear from you.
Yeah, thank you, TD, for hard work. No, we want to say thanks to the Liberian people. It is proving in the community that the election President Bokar won, no, they were not fair. For the fact that when it comes to anything concerning President you will see the ordinary people going in the community. Today, you will see the mobilization everywhere. People left their business, people left their homes, and the king and the barricade, the car, only because of President So, this is why I told most of the unity that you cannot fight this man. This best President Bokar need to understand that President control majority of the people in Liberia. So for you to think that you can disrespect, look, the more you disrespect President then the more you love him. And watch out for tomorrow. Clearly, the mobilization will be touching other communities, and you will see the women, you will see other women, you will see other men, young people so excited. You see the anxiety when people hear from President birthday is coming up. People are willing. In fact, people are putting their own t-shirts. So we don't want to say to anybody, you got this are normal. You get dismissed. And many people you want to, but we are coming 2029.
I like that one. I like that one. Oh yeah, that's politics. I like that one. They're giving you all the chance you can. Hello, how you doing? All right, so let me get on to the next caller right here. It can give you all the chance. So you're not hearing the people talking about,